Haney Stevenson's longtime rival sees. This as an easy win, but not the kind of win that will excite fans. Haney, who has been in talks to fight Stevenson multiple times but never finalized a deal, has always emphasized that fights like these don't bring out the best in defensive-minded boxers fight. He believes Stevenson will coast to an easy victory, breaking Padley down over the course of 12 rounds, but he's not expecting fireworks. Shakur isn't the type to rush to finish. He's too calculated for that. He'll use his footwork, his counter, punching and his defensive IQ to neutralize Padley. It won't be explosive, but it'll be dominant. Haney, who has been criticized for his own lack of knockout power, sees Stevenson playing it safe rather than taking risks to secure a statement win. Padley might try to make it rough, but that only works if the other guy allows it. Shakur controls the pace too well. For that, expect a clean, clinical performance, unanimous decision, easy. Jose Rayo. Valenzuela has a slightly different concern. While Heisent outright predicting an upset, he is cautioning against taking Padley lightly. Fighter who step in last minute often have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And sometimes that makes them more dangerous than an opponent who has been studying film and preparing for months. I don't care who you are if you're not locked in 100%. A hungry fighter can make your night hell, Valenzuela said, pointing out how unexpected upsets have happened before under similar circumstances, here called how late replacements have ruined top fighters' nights in the past. And he believes Padley has the kind of nothing-to-lose mindset that could force Stevenson to work harder than expected. Shakur should win. Yeah, but if Padley starts throwing wild and unorthodox moves, we might see him force some uncomfortable moments. Shakur got to stay sharp.
He has fought anybody I really know that's notable. So Shakur probably still won't stop this guy. You probably still won't see him win a fight. Two guys who can't punch. So, he lost him.
Floyd Scoffield sees it much more plainly. There's no replacement for a full training camp, and Stevenson has that advantage. Fighters at Stevenson's level don't lose fights like these because preparation is everything in boxing. Scoffield, who has been rising through the lightweight division and has called out fighters like Ryan Garcia, believes that Padley's lack of a full camp is the only thing that really needs to be considered here. There's a reason why top fighters get 8, 10, 12 weeks to prepare. Scoffield said Padley stepping in late means he hasn't had that time to sharpen up, to game plan, to get his body right for 12 rounds at this level. That's going to show real quick. He dismissed the idea that raw aggression could make up for lack of preparation. You can want it as bad as you want, but that don't mean nothing when you're in there with a world-class fighter who's been locked in for months. Shakur is too polished. It's going to be one-sided.
And be like, oh, I think I could beat him because he got out the ring and said I was the greatest fighter he got in the ring with. That was his exact words. He DM'd me, said, bro, you better than everybody I ever seen, this, that, and the third. So he remembered how that sparring went. He remembered what happened.
Ryan Garcia, who has had plenty to say about Stevenson in the past, took a different angle. He isn't focusing on skill or power, but rather on the psychological aspect of the fight. He believes that the pressure on Stevenson could play a bigger role than most. Expect this is supposed to be an easy fight for Shakur, right? That's exactly what makes it dangerous. Garcia pointed out he knows what it's like to deal with expectations, and he believes that sometimes the hardest fights aren't against the best opponents, but against the ones people expect you to walk through when the whole world expects you to dominate. That's its own kind of pressure. What if Padley doesn't fold? What if he starts making it an ugly fight? Garcia isn't predicting an upset, but he is suggesting that the fight might not be as clean as people think.
Especially when Shakur said last week that Schofield was going to pull out. Shakur said a month ago during the press conference he wouldn't be shocked if Floyd pulled out. And then just breaking, the Ring magazine is reporting.
With all these, one thing is clear. Everyone expects Stevenson towing, but how he does it remains up for debate. Some believe he'll cruise to an easy decision. Others see an early stoppage, and a few are warning that Padley's hunger might cause some unexpected moments. What's certain is that Fight Night will tell the real story. Will Stevenson showcase another flawless performance, or will the unpredictable nature of boxing once again remind us why fights aren't one on paper? Whatever happens, the boxing world will be watching closely. Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more.